Hey everyone, my name is Cherie Shessel and I am the director of our accelerator program at UCEazy. We serve students in grades 8, 9, and 10. Joined with me today is an amazing counselor, Andrea. Andrea, will you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your professional journey and how you got here?
Oh, it's been a roller coaster ride, as it is for everybody. I graduated actually from Washington State with a hospitality degree, which doesn't sound relatable at all. But as my journey would have it, I got into school counseling, and I thought it is, we are doing customer service. It is very applicable. So I started working actually in Virginia at a brand new high school. Virginia pops up high schools like nobody's business. So it was an awesome experience. I really dug my heels in deep trying to get to know the colleges in the area, the admissions rep. And then it just laid a really great foundation to the college process and starting that college counseling experience. Moving about 6 years after that, I moved back to California to a private school in the Pasadena area. Got some really great experience there, and then popped over to a public school where I had a more traditional school counseling realm. And then since then, I've been trying to add on different things like reading for the UCs, and then also doing some like WASC accreditation for schools and stuff. So kind of a cool journey, but woven all together kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that is amazing. The level of experience that you have kind of across the board, like especially East Coast, West Coast, and now admissions at UC, that's amazing. So I'm curious, what do you enjoy most about your one-on-one work with students at UCEazy?
Oh, I love the getting to know the student part of it. I feel like the UCEazy really grants students and families the opportunity to get that one-on-one experience, to make it more specialized and honed in on the student's strengths and abilities. And I feel like that is so unique and such a fortunate occurrence or opportunity for the student. And so the best thing I can do as a counselor is to really draw out those strengths, really draw out what the student is meant to do, or even push them in a field that seems a little bit better fit for them. And that is my favorite part, is just to see them kind of become more into themselves and the best version of themselves, for sure.
I love that. So I would love for you to reflect on a time where you felt like you made a difference in a student's sort of high school journey headed towards that college admissions place.
Well, I think there are, fortunately, there are a lot to choose from, I would say. And I don't mean that, as a pat on my back, but I think that, my work really is here just to support students and to be there, to be a sounding board and to give them ideas and possibilities and opportunities and resources, obviously. I think the moment I can think of specifically is I had a student who had applied to, I don't know, it felt like over 20 schools, and it was bananas. And the student didn't really know why they were applying to one school or the other. And in March just said, I don't know what to do. I don't know where I want to go. And he did get some acceptances into some schools. Fortunately enough, I had him do a school tour at UC Riverside, and he was not excited about it at all. And I just said, just try it out, just see what happens. And he ended up, when he was on campus, he actually ran into a student who was a graduate of our school. And then they got to talking, and then he came back a year later. He's at UC Riverside. He connects with me every once in a while, and he's just so happy. And I think that when you just nudge a student in a certain direction, you're like, just try it, get your toes wet, and see what happens. And then they come back, and it's not me, but it's really just seeing them and so happy and fulfilled. And that is really just, the end all be all, for sure.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing. Last question. USC asks one of our counselors' favorite questions, and that is, describe yourself in 3 words. How would you describe yourself?
Oh, that It's a tough one. I would say, I do like to laugh. I like to find the humor in things. I think that often there is more humor in things than people ever give things credit for. So I would say that is definitely one of them. I'm adaptable. I've been in private school. I've been in public school. I've been on the East Coast. I've been on the West Coast. I think I grew up like that. I moved around a lot, so I'm definitely adaptable. And then above it all, probably to the bane of my husband's existence is I'm very painfully organized, and I have a place for everything. I have a folder for everything, and so that is organized would be my last one for sure.